to the channel, you guys. Something different this time, not a paid promotion. The author of this book I've never met. We've spoke a couple of times on social media, and I've nothing to do with a publishing company at all, so don't think this is some kind of Facebook paid promotion. This is just, me sharing sort of information with you. Often the book reviews are incorporated into the Falconry vlogs, if you like. Sometimes I think I'm going to do some standalone ones, especially when it's something a really good book. A lot of you guys message me and ask me for books to do with falconry, learning falconry, how-to books. And what a life it's been. It really gives you an insight into, really, if you delve deep into falconry, it does become your passion, the richness it will add to your life. So this book here, whoa, this book here really is something different. It's a thick book, and it will tell you an awful lot of stuff about the man's life and his falconry life, where it's took him, the people he's met, and the excitement and the thrills. But it's not a big-headed, look at me, this is how I do falconry. It's centered around, I guess, the story of a very famous eagle. Ronnie Moore was one of the few people to fly a golden eagle back in the day in the UK, and he spectacularly flew it from almost always, or preference, a soaring position. Very thrilling, almost impossible to do nowadays. Very few people can manage that because of where they live. But for sure, that might be the central ethos of the book. But it covers Ronnie's whole falconry career from the very beginning. And as I said, he's not a big-headed, this is me, look how great I am, I flew a golden eagle when no one else was. This truly is a warts and all read. You will laugh out loud, you will cringe, and you will definitely have tears in your eyes. He takes you through his, I know I don't like this saying, but it really is true. Takes you through his journey of life and falconry, all the ups and downs. And it is just such a magnificent read. It's a thick book. It's a long read, as it should be with a full lifetime within falconry. Very hard to put down. This is a late review. I've had this book a while. And the reason it's such a late review, I'm listening to stuff on Audible as I drive to schools and to work, but I'm not having any time to read real books, which I really, really love. So we went away in our little caravan, a rare summer's weekend away, and I finished off reading this book, and I thought, I've got to share it with you. It was that spectacularly good. And if you're thinking it's just for like some sort of elitist, well, I'm not a golden eagle falconer, I don't want to fly an eagle, or I'll never aspire to fly an eagle, don't worry. This book is about Ronnie's falconry. His falconry is way beyond his famous golden eagle. Goshawkers, you will love it. Long wingers, you will love it. It's got every aspect of falconry you can imagine, because Ronnie has been through it all. And even when he was flying his Goldie, he wasn't exclusive. He still flew other birds of prey too. It'll take you through a journey of falconry names, many long since past. And I think that's why it's so important to write books like this, not just about Ronnie's life, a chronicle of his life, but mentioning and bringing back all those other people that, people like me, some of them we've never heard of, and some of you will go, oh, what a great guy or a great lady that was. You'll know these people personally. I really urge you to get the book. I'm going to put links in the description as where you can get it from. This isn't a paid promotion. Ronnie doesn't know I'm writing this review. I'm really keen to tell you that. It's just me moved to thinking this, it deserves a standalone video for sure. It's backed up with quite a few photos in there, but it's definitely very relevant. The writing, as Ronnie says, he's not a writer. The writing style is such that you're there with him. It's just passionate from the heart. So yeah, well worth your money and a place on your bookshelf. And to be honest, well worth your time to read this book. And of course, it's not just the birds. Most falconers, many falconers, are also dog lovers and work their dogs in the field. And of course, as harrowing as it is when Ronnie talks about the loss of a bird, something we've all, maybe not all, but many of us have been there, you've put so much of your life into a bird, and then maybe it gets ill or just has an accident and it kills itself or it dies. harrowing and sad. But for me personally, any talk of losing dogs or dogs, yeah, I've had animals of all different kinds. Famously for me, always including a pet crocodile when I was a kid. It's just dogs that break my heart. Even my birds, if they die or get sick, it really makes me angry, frustrated and sad. But nothing breaks my heart like a dog. So beware, you will be on a roller coaster as you go through the book for sure, because the dogs are in there too. Some lovely stories. And that's what this book is. It's not a how-to. Ronnie's never meant it to be any kind of how-to-do falconry. It's just join me on my past memories, my recordings through an age of falconry, and a great age it is. Ronnie's about my dad's age now as I record this. He's about 80 years old. To give you some idea of his zest for life, last year he was whizzing around on a gsxr 1000 superbike. Yep, at 80 years old. So fair play to him there. But I think that gives you some idea of what is now, I hope he doesn't get offended, an old man. Just because you're in an old shell. In here, you're not necessarily that old. I think one of the saddest bits really, near the end of the book, when he talks about his last hawk and having some real near misses as he's got a little bit more elderly with his previous hawk, his wife arguing, yeah, many of us have been that, arguing against him getting another hawk, which he did anyway. The sense of practical joker really comes across. Some of the stories of falconry in Scotland and meets here and there and everywhere, the characters along with Ronnie in the stories, he really brings them to life. A lot of these people, I don't know who they are, but just from reading the book, you get a great sense of character of the people. Some slightly psychopathic, some a little bit grumpy, some just downright odd. Basically, the world of falconers. Also, like many of us, not just falconry, not just a lover of dogs, but a lover of the wider countryside and country sports. Certainly a fisherman too. Really a chap that many of us will identify with on an absolute level. And I think that's what makes this book so ultra absorbing and such a good read. And of course, it's real. It's a book of stories, but not fiction. Get it? Read it. Comment below what you think. And to be honest, if you've already read this book, comment below. Tell me what you honestly thought of it, because it certainly moved me to telling you to get a copy of this book. Links in the description. A different video. I hope you've enjoyed it, but I really hope it launches you to get and read Ronnie's book. What a brilliant publication that is.